I'm in the city, we bringing it home, you know what I said, eh. 2 up, 2 down, yeah, that's the state, but I'm from the town, eh.
It's your realtor's favorite realtor. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate. It's your boy Dean, back with another video. If you could, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, share this with your friends. All that help me help y'all. Before you watch this video, if you haven't seen part 1 of my career story, go back and watch that because you kind of jumping in the middle and it ain't gonna make no damn sense. Basically, when I left off, I had just got my job. L just put me on, shout out to L. And life was great, bro. I'm 16 years old. I'm in high school. I'm on the varsity football team. I hit my growth spurt. I probably grew like 6 or 7 inches in the summer. Like, everything was good. I had money, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting money and I'm getting legit bread, bro. So the way it was working was I go bag groceries on Saturdays and Sundays, and what I would do is I would aim to basically make $100 in tips each day. So my personal goal to myself was every weekend I would try to save $100. Everything I made past $100 I would keep in my pocket. And I wasn't out here spending money on too much crazy things, but at the end of the day, I'm a kid, bro. As long as I got gas in the car, I got a fresh cut and some clean clothes on, I'm good. I mean, back then you can get a white tee and some, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, I was going to the damn flea market getting some fake white Air Force Ones. They look clean though. I get about 3 wears out them janks. And some jeans, and I look straight, you know what I'm saying? I can pull off whatever I need to pull off for that weekend. That's it. Other than that, I'm spending my money on food at school, damn near CDs for the car, and video games. Junior year starts, everything good. Like I said, I play football. Football's over. Off season, you got conditioning, you got weightlifting. Then, you know, my senior year's coming. My senior year was cool. Like, yo, this is my time to shine. Play football. And then before you know it, bro, football's done, man. It hit me one day after my senior year of football ended. I woke up and I remember like it was yesterday. I woke up and said, bro, what do I do next? Because remember, my parents are both from the island of Dominica. My mom went to community college when she was like in her 30s. It was something she did late. And my dad dropped out of school in middle school and decided to just do physical labor for the rest of his life. So I had no blueprint for what do you do at this point in your life. In my mindset, and don't take this the wrong way, this is just how I was thinking at the time. My mom told me get good grades so I can go to college. And you go off to college and do whatever you do. It kind of was instilled to me as Dean, you the smart one. You go to college, right? So pretty early in my senior year, I'm like, all right, like, how do I get to college? So of course you got to do the SAT, whatever. You take your test to get to college. And mind you, like I said, my mom had no knowledge of this. So all this stuff that I'm learning that you have to do, I'm learning right now. I don't have anybody I can ask like, yo, how did you get to college? Because nobody in my household had done it before. So I'm looking up information on these tests. As far as college applications, I'm looking up what does it take? Like, what do you need to get into college? I'm looking up what do you have to submit? When do you have to submit it by? And the most important question was, what college do I want to go to? Bro, I was out here making decisions that was going to affect me for the rest of my life off of really dumb things. I was saying I didn't want to go to school because I didn't like the school colors. That makes no sense. Like, at that point in time, people were asking me like, yo, what do you want to do with your life? And I was saying an electrical engineer. I have no idea to this day what an electrical engineer does, bro. It just sounded good. Like, to keep it 100 with you. And I just wanted to be successful. I wanted to at least sound like I had some type of direction. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I'm doing these applications and I'm basically looking to see if a college offers electrical engineering. So when I come to decide what college do I want to go to, for some reason, bro, I select George Mason. Never once visited the campus, never really hung out in the area. I just thought it would be a good choice, bro. I had no fucking idea what I was doing. So I do the application for George Mason, and then I think at school somebody was like, yeah, you don't want to just do one application because what if you don't get it? I get fucking scared, and I'm like, yo, what college, what else should I apply to? So one day, I think one of the counselors at school and said, hey, you know, electrical engineering, you might want to check out ODU. They're a real good school. My mindset was like, bro, I don't want to go to anything like 20 minutes from my house, bro. The purpose of college is going away. But I was like, all right. I looked them up. They did have like real good recommendations for electrical engineering degrees. I do a application to ODU, and I do an actual college tour. The only college campus I ever toured was Old Dominion University. Like I said, my mom typically my dad was working up north. My mom is really not big on highway driving, and my mom wanted to go, so we went one day. Like, I spent one Saturday at ODU. That's the only college I ever toured with my parents. Only other applications I did was Chowan. Nothing against Chowan, but the only reason it came to my mind is because Elroy was like, bro, I still want to play football. I kind of made up in my mind, like, bro, I'm done with football. But to have any hope of trying to play, I was like, bro, maybe I can play at Chowan. I do an application just to do one, because Elroy did one. And I do an application. I didn't even do actually Norfolk State. I get accepted to Norfolk State. And the reason I didn't want to go was the way I got accepted. I was at school, and it was a representative from Norfolk State that came to the office, and he was like, hey, who are you? I told him my name, my GPA. My GPA was high as hell, bro. Going into my senior year, my GPA was like a 3.7, 3.8. Like, I was really smart. And he's like, bro, I'm accepting you on the spot. And I'm like, what? Like, so I got accepted to 4 colleges off the rip. Now, George Mason came late. I was waiting for them, but I got an early acceptance to ODU. And this is where, as a child, you don't really understand what depression is until like after the fact. When you're going through depression, when you're young, you don't understand that it's depression. You just realize it later. So this is one of the 3 times in my life I think I really started facing depression. I got accepted to all these colleges. Every college I applied to, I got accepted to. I had good SAT scores. Everything was good. But I was in that weird spot financially where my parents made too much to really for me to get scholarships, like financial scholarships. And they made too little for them to really afford how to pay. Now, mind you, when you see these numbers of how expensive college is, you're not really my parents weren't really thinking financing. They just saw the numbers. So they automatically assumed they just couldn't afford it. And I don't blame them for that, because they were going through it for the first time, and they hadn't been through it themselves. So I remember one day we had to talk. It was me, my dad, and my mom. And my parents, it was more so my mom. She was more like, yo, we want you to go to TCC. Now, I did end up going to TCC for my first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? At the time, bro, I did not want to be there, bro. I felt like a failure. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm being just truthful with you as I can, bro. I felt like a full fucking failure. I'm like, bro, I went from kindergarten through 12th grade and got basically, I did everything my parents asked me to do, bro. I didn't get in trouble, had really good grades. All my friends were like, Dean, you the smart one. You don't get in trouble. You the one that's going to do something big, bro. And you telling me I got to go to TCC, bro? Bro, that felt like 13th grade. If we want to keep it 100 with you, I'm like, I struggled with dealing with that, because I was like, bro, you got to be fucking kidding me, bro. I really felt like I was better than that. Now, mind you, this is a 17-year-old me thinking, bro. I'm actually happy I went there now, but this is a 17-year-old me thinking, bro. And I didn't know how to fucking deal with that, bro. I get a letter from George Mason later. I got accepted, but they only gave me like a tiny bit of scholarships, bro. It was like a cheesy ass scholarship. It wasn't nothing. So my last semester of my senior year, bro, my motivation was at an all-time low, bro. I done spent 13, if you count kindergarten, years doing as good as I can in the classroom. And you telling me that no matter how good I do this last semester, I'm going to TCC, which is a 10-minute drive from my street, down from my crib. Bro, I was going through the motions of my last semester my senior year, bro. My last semester my senior year, I get 2 D's on my report card. And of course, at that point in time, I'm still showing my mom my grades, and she's like, yo, why you got D's? And it's like a real mental barrier between me and my mom. I'm like, Mom, it don't matter no more. It don't matter. I'm going to graduate, but I don't even care about my GPA no more, because I'm going to TCC. It don't make a difference. That's how I'm looking at it. I end up graduating high school with a 3.4 GPA. Mind you, I had a 3.8, but I get 2 D's, and it drops me to a 3.4. And all my close friends, bro, I think at the time, my closest friends, the ones I saw every day, was Elroy, Cartalo, Caleb, Kadeem, Twan. That's the main 5, bro. College starts, and I'm driving to TCC. I'm trying to make it work. But Kadeem ended up having a child at a very early age. And, his decision was to join the Merchant Seaman, so he left. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool, he left. Cartalo joined the military, left. Caleb was a year under me, but Caleb had plans to play college basketball, and he ended up getting a basketball scholarship, and he left. Elroy went to Chowan and, you know, started living on campus down there, so he left, bro. The only person that was here with me was Twan. Everybody else left. And I was happy everybody left, bro, but I was also sad that I was still here, bro. Especially when you have people beating you mentally, saying, bro, you the smart one. Like, everybody's like, yo, Dean the smart one. And I'm the one that's still here. Twan was going to TCC like me, but he was happy with TCC. Like, he had that made up. He was like, bro, I'm going to TCC. I'm satisfied. I was not satisfied, bro. So that time of my life was really difficult for me, bro, because I felt like a whole failure. Like, I'm driving to class to go to TCC, and I'm legit, like, sleeping through the whole class, waking up and taking the test and getting A's. Like, I wasn't challenged at all, bro. Like, I didn't feel challenged at all. During this time, I'm bagging groceries, and one good thing came out of this. One particular day, it was a Sunday. Sundays tend to be busy days, and typically the way it works is, you know, it's first come, first serve when it comes to the baggers. So the earlier you get there, the better line you get. If you're on line 1, 2, or 3, they open all day. Money's flowing all day. You make the most money on those lines. So me and my homeboys used to wake up early, get to the commissary, and just wait in the parking lot so we on the first lines. One particular day, not a lot of baggers show up, but I'm there, and all 9 lines are open. And it's at a point where it's like 7 baggers in the whole store. So normally you got 3 people on the line. So you got 2 people bagging together, 1 person take it out, 1 person's coming in from taking one out, kind of do it again, and it's like a 3-person cycle. I had 3 lines by myself, bro, and I'm out there grinding. I made bank. I think that particular day, like I said, the goal was 100. I think that particular day I made like $180 by myself. In a grocery store, you got different parts of the grocery store. You got the front end. You got the grocery department, which is like all the dry stuff, all the cold stuff. You got the produce department, which is like the fruits and vegetables. And you got the meat department. That's basically the 4 departments of the grocery store. The front end supervisor, it was so busy one day that she had to come on the register, and she took notice of me working hard. And she was like, you know, Dean, you ever thought about being a cashier? Now, mind you, when I was younger, I was a yes man. Like, I did whatever my parents told me to do. So when I asked my parents, should I get a job, they was like, nah, you good. But the commissary worked out because it was like one of my own, like, it was my own schedule. You come in when you feel like it. If you don't come in, you don't make any money. And I was used to that. So before this time, anytime anybody mentioned that, I was like, nah, I'm good with just bagging. But then it was around the time when I was like, yo, I'm about to go to TCC. You know, I do have a schedule. So I was like, yo, do y'all go around like college schedules? She was like, yeah, we definitely go around that. And it made sense because the store was open Monday. It was open Tuesday through Sunday. Monday was closed. Every Monday was closed. And on Tuesday through Friday, the latest they closed was 7. On Saturday, they closed at 6. And on Sundays, they closed at 5. So I'm thinking like, okay, if they can go around my schedule and I'm making basically $9 an hour, I'm getting like 20 hours a week. You know, I get leave, I get all that stuff. I'm like, yo, it makes sense for me to do this because they're going around my schedule and I don't get off hella late. So me being young and outgoing, I could do whatever I want to do. If anything going on that night, I can still do whatever I want to do. So I do the application. I end up getting hired by the store. At that point in time, I'm 18, going to community college and working basically 20 to 32 hours at the commissary scanning groceries. Simple. At the end of the day, bro, I'm scanning groceries, bro. It's not rocket science. You scan groceries, you take their cash or check or their card, and you send them on about their way. Simple. So when you get a job, you got to get trained how to do the job. You usually get trained by a supervisor or you get trained by somebody else who's been working there longer than you. One particular day, I'm getting trained, and the person that's training me, I'm not going to name him in this video, the person that's training me is scanning groceries, and he scans a coupon. When you scan a coupon in the grocery store, it takes off of the total amount, how much the coupon is worth. And this button came on the screen that said override. Now, at that point in time, I didn't know what that meant. And he was like, yo, if you ever see this button, don't sweat it. Just hit the button. It's going to take the jank off and you just keep getting it. Just keep on going about your business. When he said that, that's what I instilled in me. I was like, all right, bet. So whenever I would see that button come up, I would hit the button. It's an override button. I didn't know at that point in time that that override button was coming up because you scanned a coupon for something that the person didn't have. I did not know that. So one day, I can't remember what day of the week it is. It's just a regular day. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's not uncommon for somebody to come to your line with damn near 2, 3, 4 carts of groceries. I get a person with like 4 carts of groceries, and it's like $700 worth of stuff. So I'm scanning everything, and they hand me a big handful of fucking coupons. So I'm like, all right, I scan all the groceries, take coupons. I mean, literally, I'm scanning coupons for like damn near 10 minutes. Whole bunch of override buttons popping up, and there's some big coupons in there, like some coupons for makeup and shit like that. And we do sell makeup in the store. Bro, I didn't realize till after the fact. Well, not even until somebody came up. Not even till like a week later. I get called in the office. My supervisor calls me in the office, and it's not even the regular office she calls me into. She calls me into like the back office. I had never been in this room before, and it's her and the head person of the store. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what the hell am I in here for. Now, mind you, I got a whole childhood of never getting in trouble, so I'm trying to figure out what happened. Like, this feels weird. And they're basically like, yo, like, last week somebody came through your line and you scanned approximately about like $100 and some change worth of stuff, of coupons for stuff you didn't ring up. And I'm like, huh? And they're like, they tried to play it like, yo, did you know this person? Like, is this something y'all plan? Like, are you sure you don't? Like, he tried to press me. I'm like, yo, I don't know who this is. I just was told when the button pops up, you hit the button. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first time I ever had to deal with somebody like questioning my character, right? And this is in the midst of me going to TCC, like, and I'm low. Like, I'm feeling low at this point. Now, mind you, it's something petty. You know what I'm saying, bro? But I'm a kid, bro. And I'm not only that, I'm a really a good kid. I'm a goody two shoes at this point, bro. I don't get in trouble. You can ask anybody in high school, like, who knew me in high school, middle school, elementary school. I don't get in trouble. Like, I never got in trouble. That wasn't my style. So then I got this person accusing me. They're like, yo, if this happened again, you know what I'm saying, we're taking out your check, you gonna be fired. And I'm like, bro, like, what? Like, in the midst of this, I'm going to 3, 4 classes that I really don't care about at a community college I really don't care for. Like, I got a relationship. I just recently got dumped for something I thought was petty. I mean, of course, people's feelings are important, but I got dumped. Like, at this point in time, bro, I felt like I was a walking L. Like, I was an L, bro. Like, I was losing at everything, bro. I used to legit, shout out to Twan, bro. Twan, bro, I love Twan, bro. Like, I spent a lot of this time in my life, bro, going to Twan house. Like, just going to Twan house and just relaxing. Like, because it was the only place I felt safe. Like, it was the only place I felt safe, bro. Like, I ain't know what to do. Like, I fucking was going to a school I didn't want to go to. I'm about to lose a job, bro. And, like, I used to spend a lot of time at Twan crib because Twan was always home, bro. And this nigga had my back, like, with anything I needed. Like, probably one of the most clutchest friends I ever had, bro. He still is. But I used to just chill over there, bro, and, like, just try to calm down, man. Because I couldn't do it at home. I couldn't do it at work. I couldn't do it at school. But I felt like everybody left, bro, and he was the only one here. And fucking, I love you, bro. I love you, bro. But I couldn't. That was the only place I felt safe, bro, was at this nigga crib, bro. Because I was still just trying to figure out, like, where did I fuck up? Where did I fuck up? But I was like, my whole life I had been wired to just be like, bro, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So when I got a job at the commissary, I got a job as a cashier. So I'm like, bro, while I'm here, I'm just going to be a cashier. And one day, the grocery supervisor, who was Miss Carol, bro, short, white lady, bright red hair, big ass smile on her face, she asked me one day, she said, Dean, why don't you come to grocery? And I blew her off the first time. I said, nah, I'm good. I'm comfortable here. And then this incident happened. This incident happened with the coupons, and I was like, you know what? I gotta get out of here, bro. Like, I felt like I was in a trap. I had to get out of here because I'm walking on pins and needles. I'm scared to be 1 minute late because I feel like they're gonna fire me for anything. And I go find Miss Carol during my lunch one time. I was like, yo, like, can I still come back here? And in my mind, all you had to do was just take care of the store. And, bro, when I did that, bro, that was probably one of the best things I ever did in my life, bro. Because it was the first time when I was put in a position where I want a yes man. Like, Miss Carol didn't say, all right, Dean, you do this, 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 and this until you leave. I swear it got to a point where Miss Carol treated me like a human, bro. Like, I had a choice. Like, she would be like, Dean, just make sure everything is good. She didn't tell me what to do, but she just believed in me to a point where she knew that if she told me, Dean, take care of the store, I had it covered, bro. And over time, bro, I became the man at the commissary, bro. Like, I was the most dependable person in the store by far. Like, you could ask anybody that worked in the Portsmouth commissary. All the crazy shit you needed done, I did it. Anything you needed, you called me. Anytime you needed somebody to go to another store, it was me. I did all that. I was walking around the store with a fitted on every day, with a hoodie, steel toe boots, and ain't nobody say shit to me. I came in late and nobody say shit to me because they knew if they called me, shit was getting done. Period. And Miss Carol became one of my best friends at the commissary, bro. I love Miss Carol to death, and she know that. She know that. And she actually was the first person who kind of believed in me to a point where they didn't have to, like, treat me like I didn't have a soul. Like, she treated me like I had a soul, bro, and I excelled. I excelled at the commissary because of that. And that's really all I got for y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned for the next video.